See, this is me, Niall, again. I just did the 2 videos with Kobe Bryant, who's still surrounding me, actually. But I just want to talk about myself for a second. That people which are checking my Facebook timeline, they will realize in my videos I'm really often upset and sad too, both. And I want you to understand my situation clear. My situation as a human being, Niall. I'm trying to help beings which have lived as human beings before. And some of them have lived as very popular human beings. And I turn on the internet and I'm in contact with these beings. And they request the public for help, but nobody contact me directly to support them in a way it would help. It would really help with direct meetings and medical equipment. Today I made 2 videos with Kobe Bryant, and I just want to understand you, if you check my Facebook timeline, the position I am in better, why I'm so upset very often. See, I turn on the television today. Kobe Bryant just lost his human body a few days ago. I can switch the channels to 20 channels and the people are crying and we miss Kobe Bryant and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here in Bonn with him and he's requesting help, public, even by using natural forces and all that, as you can see in the other videos. And before that, I requested help for other beings which have lost their human body before. So that I would receive doctors and medical equipment which would overcheck my human body to allow them to communicate with their families over my human body. But as long people don't use the chance, I'm in this situation. I take Kobe Bryant now as an example. I posted yesterday that I had contact with him, and I think the day before. This evening I'm gonna turn on the television. I'm gonna see people crying about his death and all that. But I'm still sitting in Bonn having contact with him and nobody's coming here to help him the way he requested it with medical equipment and doctors so far until this moment. And that what he would need to produce better data to speak to his family, I could pass them or others could pass them to his family, and his family would be invited to contact me directly too. People which are watching my Facebook timeline, hopefully you understand the situation is so stupid because human beings alive which have seen my Facebook timeline before but not reacted simple intelligent to grab one of the communicated chances for direct meetings with medical equipment. Because of that, there came up a situation where I'm gonna sit in front of my television today in the evening. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna see people saying 24 hours they loved Kobe Bryant, they wanted to help him, they like him, but he's here in Bonn and nobody's here to support him. So I want you to understand that I really like to help other beings, also Kobe Bryant, so that situation is very embarrassing for me to be in this situation the whole time with different beings, that they communicate with me, but I cannot help them better because humans alive did not use the chances which were communicated for direct meetings with me. For other people which are new and which see their data new, you have to understand I'm one of the few human beings on planet Earth which are able to communicate the universal way on a very high level. Therefore, I accept to take pain to my human body daily for communication purpose. It is true that beings which have lived as human beings before and them lost their human body can touch with feelings other human bodies. It's true. But the messages which receive me, very often they try to communicate with their loved ones, them fail. Because their loved ones understand, okay, that was my brother, my dad, whoever just touched me. Let me call it like feelings transfer. But they are unable to communicate on such a high level. And these beings, which have lived as human beings before, of course, they don't want to hurt their family members. So human beings alive have to understand I offer these beings the chance to communicate to the public and with their family members. And the family members They should understand you have a chance here by contacting me directly, because I'm willing to take such pain they not would do to you, to them, allow them to communicate with you and the outside world complex stuff. They could transfer by a feelings transfer, yes, but if the human being alive is not able and learn to outread that, it's gonna be a fail. And that's what's happening since thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years between human beings alive and the so-called heaven. And these are the messages which have received me from up there. So I'm working, and other beings which you find on my Facebook timeline which have lived as a human being before, we would like to help, but to help on a new real level, in reality, in your reality. If you would grab the chance to organize meetings as requested with doctors and medical equipment, to them organize a structure where people can go to ask questions to their family members which have lived as human beings before, where humans which are able to communicate the universal way are then placed in this structure to help them, because they're not going to be able to communicate on such a high level. In the past, I had communication with human beings alive, so which just met me here in Bonn. For example, with one lady, and she understood, okay, you are in contact with beings which can use natural forces. She understood they can influence her dreams, for example. And that's right. But she could not understand them, why they would need her help to organize, for example, doctors and medical equipment. The problem is, she understood they can do it, but she will not be able to find all the informations inside her dreams her family members placed there. And that's the message which are receiving me, in that case of that woman, but I think she's one case of millions on planet Earth. Because the family members which have lived as human beings before and then lost their human body, they are trying to reach the human beings alive. If you are a human being alive with your human body and you have lost your father, your granddad, whoever, you are invited to contact me directly. And also you are invited, if you can organize it, to organize such meetings as requested with medical equipment and doctors and stuff. And them are gonna help you to try to reach your family members, that they can speak with you over my human body, and also that your questions will be answered as long as I have time. But people also have to understand they have to use the communicated chance if they want to have a result. And therefore you're invited to contact me. The situation for me, that's why I'm sometimes really sad on my Facebook timeline, is simple. All the messages which are receiving me from the so-called heaven are saying that these beings are trying to communicate with their families. But their families are unable to see the communication, how complex it really is. So that brings me into a sad situation who's trying to help these beings. That's the simple truth. And that's why you can see on my Facebook account really often videos where I'm upset or sad, and you can see that when I try to communicate that sometimes if you look at the videos, I'm looking a little bit pissed. And to be honest, that's very often the truth. But it's not the fault of the beings which have lived as human beings before the most time. It's the problem that human beings alive, others which see these videos, don't get that you are requested to act, to use that chance. Whatever these beings can do which have lived as human beings before, with all the features and power they have today, but they can use human bodies, they can use natural, all that is correct. But as long as human beings by themselves alive don't use the chances they communicate, they're gonna be unable to communicate complex things with their own family members, because the people alive don't allow it. please start to use the chances and allow them to speak again to human beings alive, because they have lived as humans before and now they're treated like not existing if people don't use the chance. That's how I see it. It's sad. I have contacts with these beings very often and they are sad. They are sad. They're crying out. They're waiting for the family members to grab the chances. So, my name is Niall and the Facebook page I was talking about is niallpowersieger.net. Thank you for watching. Bye.